Hey, what is up, guys? Peace and love. Hope you're enjoying your Super Bowl Sunday. Big game. I don't really care about the game at all. But it's fun to get together with friends and family. I don't really have a stake in this one, but I do advise to take the event with a grain of salt, because anything that's about money and just corporate ran massive event, take it with a grain of salt. Just a little piece of advice, but enjoy the game. I figured, I would make a little short video on just a message from the heart I wanted to get out there and talk about a little bit with everybody. And, I know that a lot of you guys are on this retaining journey with me, and, that's obviously what I've made my videos about, and why you guys are following me, why you guys are subscribed, and the likes I've gotten and the comments I've gotten. And I'm going to keep making videos about that. But, retaining is really about making your life better, and it's about making the world a better place. And, I really want to take this opportunity to also talk about mental health and how we can approach the world in a better way to be better people, and using this practice and what we're finding out in ourselves to help the world. And we get so lost in social media and the internet and comparing ourselves with others, that I feel like it's important to just remind others and myself that success doesn't come from others' approval, as much as we continuously are bombarded with messages that it does. How many followers do you have? How popular are you? That can seem great, and you can be, you can help a lot of people, and it can feel great to get that feedback. I've really loved getting this feedback from you guys so far. But ultimately, real success is going to come from your approval of yourself. That's what real happiness comes from. And, take today, for example, Super Bowl Sunday. We're watching all these rich, famous athletes. They have everything. They have the world. But they don't have it all figured out. We are sold that they do, but they don't. And you see it time and time again. When we think, when people think that others have it all figured out, that just leads to more pain in your own life. And, as somebody who has been through, times in my life where I have compared myself to others too much, and I have had, some childhood trauma that led to a lot of anxiety and depression. I can tell you from a place of being humble, that it is a really horrible way to think about to life and to approach life. Because I've been there. I have compared myself to others way too much. It's taken me a long time to get through that and realize, that's not what it's about. It's about battling yourself and getting your own approval, and that will reflect on your own world on the outside. And today, social media and the internet, I think people are getting caught up in that a little too much, in image and public appearance and whatever. But when you go through those times of anxiety or depression, it's the last thing you need is to have that pressure on you, and that reputation pressure on yourself, to think about what people are thinking about you. It's best to just get out, be with nature, meditate, talk to the universe, talk to God, pray, but get in touch with yourself again, to get in touch with your soul again, because that's how you make it through these really rough times. And going back to the celebrity worship, it's, for example, You can take the people who we hold up on the highest pedestal in society, and those people that we worship, which I try not to practice. These are humans who do not have it all figured out. They appear like they do, and they want us to think that they do, but they don't. They do not. That is not the human condition. The human condition is that we don't have it figured out. None of us do. And that's when you get into the secret of life, which is that nobody has it figured out. Everybody's figuring it out as they go, and that we're all more similar than we are different. And retaining helps you learn this, because as you get to know yourself better, you feel this inner knowing that others are more like you than they're different. And that's when life starts to become fun, because you start to relate to people more, and you see every interaction as an opportunity to help people or to spread some love, which really is what ultimately matters. It's not money, it's not success, it's not pleasure. It's helping others and spreading this love, which provides this energy in this karmic way that really brings happiness to yourself and to the world, and that is what it's really all about. And I have to constantly remind myself about this, because this is what it really, is the real wealth of life, is when you can really build that up and remember that, and then start to build your life with that. The last thing I'm going to say about that, or relating to that, is that I have been through some of the darkest emotions and some of the darkest times that I feel like a human can sort of be through. I've been blessed in my life. I've had a wonderful life for the most part, but I have been through some mental health crises before. In particular, there was one where I had a health scare and it led to lack of sleep. And this was a long time ago. This was 12, 13 years ago. But I went through a brief time where I was so low and in so much pain that I'm sad to say I was briefly suicidal. And I was able to get through that with the help of my family, friends, and my own growth and fortitude. And I've learned a lot from that. And I think that a lot of, I feel like, I'm sure some of you out there have been through the same thing. And I can just tell you that there is always a solution for whatever you're going through, as much as you may not think there is. And there's always help for you to reach out to somebody and talk, because people have been through things. Even if you think they haven't, they've been through similar things. You can reach out to me if you are looking for somebody to talk to. You can comment or message or email me at jtpatreon@gmail.com. But I've been in those moments when I feel like I'm hopeless. I feel like there's no way out, and I'm a living testament to that you can make it through anything, and you can become a happier and stronger person than you ever thought you could. And I'm happier and I feel stronger than I ever have. And I'm 37 years old, and I just thought that I would share that message, because I think that times aren't necessarily getting easier when it comes to mental health, and when it comes to how people are emotionally adjusting to the world and figuring their lives out. And as technology becomes a bigger and bigger part of our world, people are going to sort of be siloed in their own information bubbles and sharing community and things like that. And I feel like it's really important to remind ourselves of these truths. So thank you so much for listening, and I really hope this resonated with some of you guys. I am going to be talking about some of these mental health issues on some of my videos. I am going to be making retaining videos consistently, but I do want to also touch on some of these mental and physical health aspects, because I feel like retaining is a foundation and a base for these other things. Thank you for listening to me and allowing me to offer my perspective, and hopefully it can help some people out there. Just have really appreciated being on this journey with you again, and peace and love, and I will be talking to you soon. All right, take care.